Hi guys, and welcome back. In the last video I told you guys that this video was going to be a little bit different. We are going to take you on a walking tour of Ubud and show you around the place, so let's get to it. We are staying at a place called Eric's Homestay, and it is so cute. When you come into the homestay here, the grounds are just beautiful. There's lots of greenery, there's little ponds and cute little shrubs and plants and trees, and they have guest houses as you arrive in. It is absolutely beautiful. So for the month that we're staying here, it was 580 Canadian with breakfast. And the host here, his name is Buyan, and he is super nice and always greets us with a smile in the morning, asks where we're going. So I would highly recommend staying at Eric's Homestay. So I also wanted to add, when you stay at Eric's Homestay, they have 2 affiliate stores that are literally right across the street. One that sells yoga clothes, so you can get pants, tops. It's a made-to-order store. You get 10% discount off that store. And they also have a spa, also right across the street, and you get 10% discount there as well. And they offer all kinds of different spa treatments. You can also get mani-pedis there as well, and get your nails painted, your toes painted, get a great Balinese massage, which I recommend. And who doesn't love a discount? The one thing that we really didn't realize when we came to Bali is how many homestays there are. Not a lot of hotels here in Ubud. So just down the street here, I wanted to show you the houses here are all kind of like surrounded in a cement wall, kind of like what we would do back home with fencing. And they're very ornate, very beautiful. They have like this very ornate door, lots of like little statues, and like the incense in the air is just spectacular. So within the family compounds, there are 4 or 5 different areas. There's an area for cooking, there's an area for sleeping, and they have an area kind of like shrines of like family members, so they can do their offerings and blessings in the day. And it's just spectacular to see, because yeah, when we first arrived here, we're like, oh my god, there's temples everywhere, but no, they're just family homes. And Jay and I went and had massages one night, and it was basically in a family compound, and you could see they were having dinner right there as we were having our foot massages. Kind of felt a little weird, but we've been wanting to go out and do this walking tour, but it's been overcast, rainy. We just bought raincoats and suits, as you've seen in the last video, so hopefully we won't have to put those to use today. So not only are the streets really narrow here in Ubud, but they have even narrower paths for scooters to kind of like, they're kind of like side streets, but they're literally the width of a sidewalk, and we're walking on one right now. And there is moss growing on almost everything here. It is pretty majestic to look at all the brickwork and see all of the moss. And when a scooter is coming, sometimes there's 2 coming, so I don't know how they do it, but they make it work. Speaking of traffic here in Ubud, the traffic here is crazy. Like I feel like there's no real rhyme or reason to how they go about driving here on the street. I take Jay's driving skills for granted because he bobs and weaves and we get through no problem. But if you're a new driver, whew, I'm not sure I would want to do it. Shop until your heart is content here, and they have so many different kinds of things to shop for. They have housewares, tons and tons of yoga accessories, clothes, mats. You can buy woven goods, crocheted goods, and the jewelry here. If you're a bracelet fan, jewelry, rings, earrings, there's all kinds, and all kinds of different styles, which is absolutely awesome. If you like to shop, this is the place to do it. There's also a big art scene here too. A lot of like sculptures and crafty like wooden carvings and things. I really have mixed feelings about Ubud because I feel like you could really get lost here, but then there's a vibe of busyness when you're out and about on the streets. Like you could set up shop in a little corner homestay and be quite comfortable and just chill and go to yoga classes and just meditate and be your own little zen. But then when you come out on the streets, it's constant chaos everywhere. All right, we're gonna pop into this little coffee shop here. It's called Sunny Coffee. And Jay's gonna get an iced coffee or a smoothie or something delicious. Look at Jay. He's just enjoying his coffee. He's in his happy place. I love the Wi-Fi password. It was Good Karma 17. Gotta love it. We had dinner the other night and their Wi-Fi password was live, laugh, travel. Live, love, travel. Live, love, travel. Awesome.
Yes, we love Bali.
Yay!
Taxi cab.
Yep. There are guys on the street holding up signs, taxi, taxi, taxi. So everywhere you go, there is always somebody wanting to sell you a taxi ride somewhere. But Jay and I enjoy just walking about, checking things out. And we have a scooter, so. But yes, everywhere you go, taxi, taxi, maybe tomorrow. There are also a lot of money exchange places and places that offer tours, so there is no shortage if you wanted to go and see and do here. There are lots of people to help you. But we are walking down this street and at night it is so busy and now it is dead. But it's nice because the pathway here is quite easy to walk on. So this is the tricky part, walking down the street, because the sidewalks are not very nice here in Ubud. There are some sidewalks that are great, but overall, the sidewalks here need some improvement, I think. It's very hard to walk and talk at the same time. We have a variety of options here as far as high-end clothes. You can go to markets or you can go into like stores that have on the higher end price range clothes, or food-wise, you can get street food or you can go to fine dining. So there's really a plethora of options in your price range, whatever that is. I love all of the greenery around all of the shops. They do them up so pretty. There's like flowers and plants everywhere. So pretty. Jay's still enjoying his iced coffee.
Hot.
Yeah, I did not bring my sunglasses, so I apologize for the squinty eyes. It is so bright today, I'm gonna just soak it in though. Definitely enjoying the sun. So you can buy a lot of organic things here too. Soaps, shampoos, deodorants, essential oils, incense sticks. There are many, many stores where you can find whatever you're looking for in that kind of department. So you can see how narrow the streets are here. There's scooters parked along the side, and there's still like full-size vehicles and buses that try and bob and weave through the streets with all these scooters. It is crazy. Slow but steady. This also happens a lot here. There is a sign in the door that says, "Do not park in front of the door," and somebody parked in front of the door. There are no 7-Elevens here, but there are plenty of variety stores. They have the Circle K here, and they have Indomart and Alpha Mart here. So lots of places just to get cheap drinks. So we are just headed to the Ubud market. So we're coming up the road here, and if you take this path, you will come to the end, and there are some rice terraces at the end that we're going to show you. And I want to say, you don't necessarily have to pay to see some beautiful scenery. If you have a scooter, all on the roadsides are beautiful rice terraces. But even if you don't have a scooter, we are just doing a walking tour today, and we will take you there. It's not very far off the main road. It's so funny, on this walk there's a whole bunch of like paving stones that are carved out, and there was one that says retired at last. I couldn't help but take a picture of it. The Ubud market is definitely bigger than I thought. I said it was a little walk. It's not, and you can buy so many things there. But the walk down here is pretty cool. You get to pass some temples once you get past all of the market stuff. Kind of get into nature a little bit. Very cool. Some more homestays as we walk by. And shade. This whole wall is covered in greenery. How cool is that? So cool. Down this big brick wall with these rocks. Wow. So walking up to the rice terraces, there is this one single lane of like paved patio stones, and people are riding their scooters along here. They are doing some work on the area as well. But there's little shops, and we bought some rambutans and some snake fruit from this lady that had a little stand there. But it's so peaceful here, and it's really quiet, minus the scooter traffic, but so pretty. See people working the land, putting the rice in the rice field. Okay, so I want to tell you guys a little story. The other day, Jay and I went to Heaven's Gate, and if we didn't get this picture, I would say to skip it. And the only reason why I say to skip it is because it is so touristy. It's pretty, it's touristy, but you pay 45,000 rupiah for the bus ride up to the temple, and once you get to the temple you pay another 55,000 to go into the temple, walk around the grounds. And at the very top of the stairs inside the grounds there is like a temple that you're not allowed into. It's just for praying only. So there are two pavilions flanking either side of Heaven's Gate, and when you buy your ticket you get a ticket, and then you also get a ticket with a number. So there is a little booth in between the two pavilions with an umbrella, a couple of people just sitting there, but you hand in your numbered ticket to them, and if you want them to take photos of you at the Heaven's Gate, then they call out a number, you go and stand, they say, you know, okay, next position, next position, next position. I think you get like 3 or 4, and then your turn is up. So that is the reason why I would say to skip it. But if you wanted to go, I would say go early in the morning so that you don't have to wait in line. When our ticket number was like in the 300s, and when we got there it was like 280 or something. So you'd have to definitely sit around underneath the pavilions for a while until your number got called. Luckily, we were able to go through the Heaven's Gate part at the top, walk down the stairs, and there was another person at the bottom with an umbrella and like a tip jar, and he had cameras and another, like, I don't know, reflective piece that he used to give the reflection in the picture, as you saw. So if we didn't get that picture, I would say skip it. But I mean, it's 20 bucks. If we're on vacation, if you go on vacation, what's 20 bucks? It's a day out. So we obviously took a scooter there, and you could scooter to the parking lot, and then once you got into the parking lot, you paid for your ticket to get a ride in like a little bus up to the temple. And then once you got up to the temple, they gave you a sarung to wear, and then you paid another 55,000 to go into the grounds. So if that's something that you want to do, I'd say definitely go there early. Alrighty, so we just stopped at a place called Sweet Orange, maybe to get a cold drink and something to eat. It is so peaceful and so cute here.
Okay, so walking through the market, we came across a girl selling like fresh fruits and stuff that probably from their own farm. And we picked up these. They're very similar to lychees, only they're called rambutan. And having a grape, you just pinch them to get them to open. Oh, if they're right. Pinch them open. And there it is. They got a big pit in the middle, but they're sweet, kind of fleshy like a grape. We found something that we haven't seen since Thailand. The snake fruit. We'll open these up later, but same thing. You pinch them and peel the skin off, and there's a fleshy fruit inside.
Well, lunch was really good. It was just, we just had sandwiches, fries, and we each had a drink, and it was like $12.30. Pretty good. It's kind of cool. Like a little house.
It was a house.
Yeah. So once you pass this abandoned graffiti building, you are not far to the main road. The path becomes very narrow and muddy and kind of washed out in some areas, but then there's steps again. But the scenery to the left is like a straight down valley with lots and lots of banana plants and just all kinds of different trees and greenery and growth in the valley. So pretty. And just like that, we're back in the chaos. Whew. So hot. And I'm so squinty. I wish I would have brought my sunglasses. Anyways, a few days ago, Jay and I went out on the scooter and we just went to the East Coast. That's where Heaven's Gate was, what I talked about earlier. And then we stopped off on our way to Heaven's Gate. We stopped off at a couple beaches, and the first beach that we stopped at was a black sand beach. And I have never been on a black sand beach before, and I thought it was so cool. Like the sand looked so clean and the water was like so clear and there was nobody there. It was very peaceful, and yeah, it was just so interesting to see a black sand beach. We also went further on and to another beach. This is Toogle Beach. We ended up Google mapping it and thought by the pictures it looked very, very pretty. We walked down, we walked through a little pathway to the left once you got down the stairs, and the beach there was so rough, like the surf was so rough. There were a few people trying to swim in it, but it was so beautiful. Like the colors of the blue water, you have your turquoise, your dark blues, your whites. It was absolutely stunning. The sand was white, it was soft, powdery. You could rent out beach chairs there and just spend the day there. It wasn't very busy at all. And I'm not sure if the surf is always that aggressive there, but it was just pretty to just kind of like walk along the beach and just feel the ocean air. We are going to show you the snake fruit. Yeah, can you see that? Isn't that crazy? It even feels like snakeskin. It's pretty wild, eh?
Yeah.
I don't really know how to peel these, so we're just gonna go for it. I started mine at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
Feels off like.
Oh, it even feels like when you peel it, it even feels like snakeskin. Can you hear that? It has like 2 sections. Mine has 2 sections. Huh.
Feels off. It's almost like a piece of jackfruit.
This one looks like it has like a seed inside. I don't know if you can see that. A little seed.
It's got a very unique flavor.
Oh.
Bite the small end of it. Doesn't smell like
This?
Here,
Yeah, it doesn't smell the grape.
take a bite.
Oh. It's crunchy.
Takes a second for you to kind of figure out what it tastes like, guys.
I taste grape. You taste grape? It's got the... Yeah, it's got the consistency of an apple though. Isn't it?
It's got a big pit in the middle.
Like that.
Piece.
It tastes like a grape to me. Do you not get grape? We never taste the same things. Oh yeah, look at this, look at the nut.
It's kind of an apple, like an apple flavor, grape flavor. Definitely a bit of a mix in there, right? It's sweet. It's a little bit, it's not super
it's
sweet.
sweet.
It's a sweeter taste.
Look at that. Seed. Huh. That's
like
hard. Huh.
Yeah.
It's pretty good, actually.
Yeah,
I didn't think I'd like it.
I like the taste of it. It just takes you a minute to kind of figure what it tastes like. But kind of strange.
There you go. Not bad. So that is snake fruit.